here, Mackie and Judd, Daily Minnesota Sports Entertainment. Let's bring our guy in here. He is Randy Vikes 69 on Twitter. He is. Let me pop his little just for people that want to potentially
still no
follow
picture,
this
huh?
man. Yeah, Randy, what's the deal, man? Are we not able to get you on camera?
I working through some legal stuff. That one of the items, as I said, relates to the purchasing or possession of a camera designed to send pictures over the internet.
It sounds bad.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I almost feel like we probably shouldn't even have you on.
Should
the
we
show
give you
if that's the case.
I was going to say, should he have a forum on this show if this is the case?
It says unrelated to sports.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. Okay. That's
what
all we
worried
need
me.
to know, really.
That's what worried me personally, but that's just a Judd
It's
thing.
part of the. I just can say, Ron, if my lawyers and his team are listening, I think I can say this, that it's related to the work. Same reason I'm not at work. Okay, that's all, and then we'll leave it at that.
Okay,
now,
all right.
anyway.
Let's move on.
Till
Sorry.
when I say I get exonerated, all bets are off, and I'll buy out 5 webcams.
Randy, before we get to your first stud stable of the season here, including preseason, by the way, this is literally the first time the Vikings have won a game in like 9 months. I think we can all agree here. Vikings winning is great. Bears and Packers getting embarrassed when they do is maybe even better. And yesterday, the Bears averaged 1.1 yards per play, 47 yards of total offense. And thanks to our friends on the SKOR and ESPN Chicago, this is Bears Vent Line.
I played football for 18 years. I've been watching it for 52. This is not a complicated game. And if I can see it and you can see it, and we're paying these guys millions and millions of dollars to construct a roster and put these guys on the field and not use them in a way that they need them, this poor kid, I think this kid's going to have traumatic stress syndrome because of this game. I don't agree that this might not ruin him forever.
Forever.
Traumatic stress syndrome. Is that oh my God.
TSS?
With Matt Nagy, it just seems that there seems to be a disconnect in terms of play calling and, how we position our quarterbacks to succeed. So I think it's, quite telling that, from a coaching standpoint, it seems like every quarterback that we've had with Matt does not succeed. And it seems that seems to be the issue in terms of the common denominator.
Yeah. Tough to disagree. Here's Mike on the south
side. The young man looked foolish out there, and it wasn't his fault. He was getting killed out there, and he had no chance. Had no chance. I don't think just imagine if Dalton was out there. There would be somebody who would probably call in the hospital.
That's what they're saying. Wait, they're saying Fields. If it wasn't for Fields, Dalton would have been in the hospital. It would have been even worse.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Man, 47 yards of total offense in that game.
And because Fields got sacked 9 times and lost like 46 yards, right?
Yeah.
His net passing yards was 1.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think he passed for 47, lost 46 on sacks, and gets net passing of 1.
Justin Tucker's game-winning field goal was 19 yards further than the Bears' offense for 3 hours yesterday. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Randy, how are you doing after that big victory by the Vikings over the Seahawks yesterday? What'd you see?
Well, first of all, Fields, isn't that the guy that a lot of people wanted us to go up and scoop?
Yep.
Yeah, listen, I think.
How'd that look yesterday? Not so great.
No, it did not. It did not look great yesterday. I think those people have officially lost the argument after one game.
Yeah, it's done because Kellen Mond hasn't had a chance to go out and show what he's got yet, and he's got a lot. I can tell you that from just kind of watching.
It's tough when you're playing behind the number 1 MVP candidate in the NFL. It's tough to get playing time.
Who was that?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh well, you know what? I credit where credit is due. He's I know Nagy in Chicago, Chuck Nagy is an offensive guru. Well, Zim's not, and so who does that mean is calling the shots? I guess it's old number 8, because it's certainly not Gary Jr., whatever his name is. He's not dialing up a whole lot of. There's just some good calls, check down stuff like that being made at the line. I mean, takes a little. Sometimes you got to shove a little crow inside of a enchilada and take it to the house, and I'll eat a little crow on how he's looked. Pretty good.
Judd, you should call at the next press conference on Thursday when Clint Kubiak speaks. Can you address him as Gary Jr.?
Gary Jr. It's an old Sid thing. Hey, Gary Jr. Wait, so it's actually Matt Nagy, not Chuck. What did he call him, Declan?
Said
Nagy.
So the Chicago Bears coach.
Randy. Yeah, no, I'm just telling you because it's coaches in the division. I thought I could help you out here. Just Jeff trying to help Randy out.
Yeah, well, look, the bottom line is I don't care about those coaches. I care about the purple. That's who we follow here, and all the opponents that, of course, we're going to face, and the bittersweet taste of yesterday is that victory should have been not just a single chibi, but a double chibi or even a triple cheeseburger. We could be 3-0, with just a couple of little things going our way, and we got a hill to climb now. You're going to see what this team is made of. They're going to have to get a couple of big victories, down the line to kind of make up for that start.
Yeah, I mean, this game against the Browns is going to be very telling, I think.
It's a must-win, in my opinion. First of all, because Baker's Mayfield is he's nothing special. And they got the couple of their guys. Jefferson Landy hurt his leg, I think. He's out. So they're down a couple weapons, and of course we're starting to see the reason a lot of people really have always called Tyler Conklin Gronklin. He's got a little shimmy. He's more than just a big guy. I mean, he really can just kind of make a little something happen after the catch, and the way that
I feel like you're spoiling your stud stable right now. Should we just get right into the stud stable? Let's do it.
Sure. You want to start it?
Yeah, this is Randy and Cottage Grove's week 3 stud stable, and it's presented by our friends at Federated Mutual Insurance Company. At Federated, they're here to help give you peace of mind if you're a business owner, risk management tools and resources that can help protect your bottom line. Find out more about how they can help your business at federatedinsurance.com. And remember, at Federated, it's our business to protect yours. Take it away, Randy.
All right, this is week 3. Finally, we get to do a stud stable, and I'm jacked. This is the Vikings destroyed the Seahawks. It wasn't even close. A lot of people thought the Seahawks were a contender, maybe in their crap division, but not here. It starts out at
pretty good division, actually,
with a guy who. Excuse me.
So they play in a pretty good division, I said.
Yeah, okay. Didn't look like they seasoned them very tough to come into our house. And one of the big reasons why? The guy by the name of Ziggy Wills. Ziggy, you built that place, and we packed it. I can't go. I'm not allowed to go back yet, but a lot of people packed it, and we packed the bar watching them pack it. And it was loud. It was rowdy. There were school chants happening, and it's a tough place to play. It really is, and it got in the old head of Russell F. Wilson, as they call him, and he had a tough day. He did have a tough day, and so number 1 stud goes out to Ziggy Will for a great stadium.
Russell F. Wilson? Is that
number 2 stud?
If the F stood for flustered yesterday.
And some other things, but number 2 stud, we're gonna still not ready to get to the coaches and players, because number 2 stud, Seattle, they like to call that everyone in the stands the 12th man. We got 12 and a half, man. It's louder. It's louder at that.
All right.
At us bank.
Where'd the half come from there, Randy?
Why don't we just go to 13? Can we just can we go up to the next?
Call it 14. We got there. It is 14 men.
Well, that's way too many men on the field then.
The 14th man.
Everyone I know who was there said their ears were ringing, and it's not just the cocktails, and it was loud. So go SKOR, and you're in the stable. If you're a Vikes fan, you were there and you were loud. You're a stud.
Love it.
Then now let's go to on the field. Kirk Cousins, you're gonna get your credit here because it's due. You a lot of haters. I called you a bozo. I for some reason still think you are, but when you decide to kind of get your head out of the youth pasture and get on the field and play some football, you really can sling it, and you really can go through those checkdowns, Kirk. And there's one thing you're being paid a lot of money to do, and it's win ball games. And you took that one by the junk yesterday, and you took it and you ran with it and you twisted when you needed to, and it was impressive to watch. Kirk Cousins, you're a stud. You like that? You like that? Talked about this guy in the preamble. By the guy by the name of Tyler Conklin. Tyler, why don't you go ahead and tell people to put the league on notice, because there's another new guy coming in who's got some tats. He's got a little bit of flow for his hair, and he's got a little bit of yak, which is the yards after catch mojo.
Yeah,
Tyler,
that's right.
You're a guy who, before people know it, could be one of those tight ends that kind of gets mentioned in that top echelon. And yesterday, Tyler, on the field and off, you were a stud.
Yeah.
Football.
Rockland. Yeah.
Now let's give a little credit to a guy, old number 33, who really had a nice start to the season. Had a couple of tutties early. He definitely looks as shifty as ever. And even though yesterday he was kind of a precautionary scratch, Delvin Cook, you've been really great so far this year. And I'd like to tell you that even though, you got a kind of raw deal, a hose job on that fumble call, Delvin, look in the mirror, because
Randy, he didn't play.
You're going to see a stud.
Yeah, dude, he was not even active.
So many other guys to give credit to.
I know he was.
Why would you give him credit?
Because a lot of these guys deserved to be in the stable week 1 and 2, and it wasn't a stud stable.
Okay, but I'm sure there's other games like you can give I'm just saying, like yesterday the Vikings beat the Seahawks and Dalvin didn't play. There's got to be other players. Alex Madison can't make the stud.
Was he not a stud early on in the year? Yeah, he was a stud.
He wasn't that good in week 1.
I mean, he fumbled the ball in Cincinnati, right or wrong.
That wasn't a fumble, Jeff. Look, the bottom line is we got jobbed out of a lot of guys look forward to being in this stable. A lot of guys, that's a motivator. And so early on in the year, we got a couple of turd losses it wasn't a blowout. We got the best point differential in the league, I think. So this is my chance to go back and take a look at that tape and say, Delvin, you were a stud, early on, this stable is it's not just what I feel. Looking at film, working it out, numbers and stuff. This is a big thing for a lot of these guys. Okay, guys.
There's no need to get emotional here.
Well, yeah, you're taking this too personally. It's just the stable's supposed to revolve around the game the previous day. I thought.
The guys in the sheet were studs week 1 and 2. Forget it. I've got to go back to the drawing board.
Just keep going. Or
he's gone. What? He got pissed. He got upset at you guys.
I feel like he gets over emotional too often. Yeah, this is just a football discussion among friends here, and Randy always takes it to this ridiculous level.
Almost like the day before, he was so intoxicated that it causes problems the next day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's possible that he started his Monday with a little, some Bloody Mary cornflakes or something.
Yeah.
It's also possible that he just has been drinking straight through. He didn't start his day because his day's been going since 9 a.m. yesterday.
It's true. It's kind of weird. With the older I've gotten, my hangovers don't kick in till like hour 4 or 5 into my next day. Like I wake up still feeling fine.
That's because you're still drunk.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm alluding to Randy. I think he has the same. Might have the same thing. I'm just.
You guys might both need to.
That might be a problem.
I didn't drink yesterday. Outside of my one surly hell at on Ventline, that was it.
I'm going to say right now, I feel like the stable. I don't know if the stable's fastball is really there yet. I feel like the Vikings 1 and 2 start. The stable has gotten off to a little bit of a slow start.
Well, he's got a lot of things going on in his life. It seems like there's been a lot on his mind.
You mean the no camera rule? The fact he's not worked in, I believe, by my math, a year and a half, if not 2.
Yeah, didn't he get his season tickets revoked at U.S. Bank Stadium because of some incident too?
Yeah,
something like that.
Why I wasn't there. That's the least surprising thing of all time.
That actually happened to a family member of mine at Lambeau one time. I've got some Wisconsin family members, like back in the 90s.
That's a huge deal. With that waiting list
at the stadium, and they
do you know why
the tickets revoked?
Do you know why?
So bad. I do know why. Yeah.
Can you tell us? I mean, we don't need to know who it was.
I will say that the tickets were gifted to someone else in the family. Like,
no,
and then that person got into an altercation at Lambeau that rose to the level of the tickets getting revoked.
If you have Packer tickets, never do that. That is so dangerous. Because they'll take your tickets away. Yeah.
Go, Pack, go! Here's more Bears vent line. This is John in Evanston.
This is why you don't start Justin in an environment like this. I mean, the kid can only do so much, okay? And he did try to run, and when he tried to run, he got tattooed. He got rolled up on.
I love these idiots. Like, for the whole preseason and for 2 weeks, like, these morons, how are they not starting Justin Fields? And he goes out there and he clearly in over his head. Coaching was probably bad too, but like he was clearly in over his head.
First take.
How do you start him in this game?
The graphic first take was, did the Bears make a mistake starting Justin Fields?
Yes.
3 weeks ago, it was, how could the Bears not be starting Justin Fields?
Is we're in danger of Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace striking again there and picking the wrong guy because the kid wasn't looking that good, Fred. I'm sorry to say, man. I mean, it was looking like it was a struggle all day, and the offense, it really wasn't looking too good with the kid under center there.
So funny.
Oh. If the Packers and Bears both win, my week stinks compared to this.
Yeah,
like, I just need at least one of them, if not both, to lose.
We have in the past sprinkled in Lions vent line too, but only for like the extreme circumstances. Right? Yeah. We only have so many producers here, and the Lions lose so many games.
I feel like that's piling on, though.
Yeah,
like that's a pain. That's just a pain that's not even funny.
It's like when the Lions rise to the level of they're right about to fire a coach, which happens every year and a half. Then we go Lions vent line. But
sure.
I guess losing to a 66-yard field goal after the refs botched what should have been a delay of game, they let that thing run like 2 or 3 seconds after the
I didn't know
clock
that.
hit 0.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
The play right before.
Oh, no.
Which I think was an incomplete pass, I want to say. But they were like, right at the 50-yard line or whatever, 49-yard line, and the clock hit 0, and Jackson's like clapping his hands, and it was at least 2 or 3 seconds on 0, and the refs totally missed it. And it would have pushed them back to, it would have been a 71-yarder that they probably wouldn't have attempted. They probably would have thrown for the end zone. Classic Lions. That's something that would happen to the Vikings too, by the way, I feel like.
Did we hear post-game Man Campbell? That's my question. I have not, but it had to be
I saw epic. One quote that he said, if they do get an apology from the NFL the day after, it doesn't mean squat or something. But I just read that quote on Twitter. I didn't get to hear actual like angry.
I might have to go back and watch Man Campbell.
Yeah. So, well, Vikings win. If you want the full edition of Vikings Vent Line, which was very joyous yesterday, go check that out on Purple Daily. And also SKORNorth.com and the SKOR North app. Just those are the best central hubs for everything we do here at SKOR North. And it's going to be a fun week. Alex Boone tomorrow on Purple Daily. Who gets it, who doesn't on Mackie and Judd. So it's good. The Vikings, even if they wind up soiling themselves in like October or November, at least don't start 0-3. Like, make it interesting for the start of the season here. And if they beat the Browns, then it's really on. Because then it's, all right.
MVP.
Let's get it.
MVP.
Love it. Never doubted Kirk on this show. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow on Mackie and Judd.